We're back. We're back. I had an issue with my mic, which I'm sorry. That's why my first video probably sounds really, really low. But I got it fixed. So, spoilers. No Way Home. I got to tell you, my favorite aspect of this movie, there are consequences. There are stakes. Every action and reaction that is made by every character pretty much in this movie, there is a consequence. There is a price to pay. Like, I absolutely love it because I've said on this channel before how in the MCU, they really like to present a protagonist who is pretty much just perfect. Nothing he does will ever hold any long-lasting consequences. Everything will be wrapped with a bow at the end of the movie. But that wasn't the case here. When people find out who Peter is, first of all, New York turned on him like, bloop. I'm like, wait a minute, he kind of saved the planet. Like, okay, I guess. But anyhow, when they found out he was Spider-Man, instant consequence. Long lasting. I mean, that fucked up Peter for like the first third of the movie. He was on the run. He was like a fugitive. He had nowhere to turn. Like, everyone knew who he was. They knew where he lived. It was insane. When Peter decided not to use the box, we saw that. When he decided to use the box at the end, like, the fact that we're at a point now where it's literally a clean slate for Peter. Nobody knows who he is. He is very much alone. He's very self-reliant now. He's very independent. And this was kind of this Peter / Spider-Man that I've been waiting for since Homecoming. I can understand his relationship with Tony in Homecoming. I don't really agree with it. I don't think he should have been as tethered as he was to Iron Man because the fallout in Far From Home was just ridiculous. I do not like that movie. I'm just putting that out there right now. But the way they did it in here and how it all came full circle, and he's kind of moving past everything and trying to start anew and really become his own person and trying to navigate in a world where he is truly alone and he has to now reinvent these relationships with these people who don't know who he is. It's just crazy. And I love it. I love that we're at this fresh start. And I wonder, because, remember towards the end of the movie, Ned made a comment. He was like, I'm not going to turn evil and try and kill you. But now we're at a point where Ned does not know who he is. So what if they go down that route in a future movie? I mean, that would be a great moral dilemma. So I'm here for it, right? There's just so much. There's just so much. Daredevil, Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox. Holy shit. When he came in the frame, just smooth, just in the frame, I was looking like, no way that's Daredevil. Like, no way that's just Matt Murdock casually sitting, trying to help Peter through this case. No way. And my dad and I were like, ooh, like we were elbowing each other. Like, I can't believe it. Because I knew he was coming back as Daredevil, but I didn't think it would be in this movie. And I was just, oh, it was incredible. It was so freaking awesome. Oh my God. That was the best cameo in my opinion. Like, the one that really shocked me because I wasn't expecting it. Andrew and Toby, I also wasn't expecting them, but there have been so many hints and I mean, I kind of went in with a maybe, but still their entrance. Yes. Andrew. Yes. Oh, I've always liked Andrew Spider-Man. I just think the writing did not serve him at all because the way you really have this Peter Parker, Andrew's Peter Parker, you had him as a high schooler when it's clear as day he would have worked better as a college student, like clear as day. I don't know why they even went the route of him in high school. No. But whatever. When he talks about, life after when we last saw him in Amazing Spider-Man 2 and how Gwen's death really just transformed him, and he just went into a blind rage for a while. I can imagine that. It was just, oh, it was great. It was great. And then when he saves MJ, and you can tell all he sees is Gwen, and he just doesn't want for Peter to experience the loss that he had again, because it just tore him apart, you know? And that scene, that's the one that kind of got me emotionally. Every emotional beat they were aiming for in this movie, they hit it. They hit it. Aunt May's death, they hit it. Now, the way that she died, I was like, all right. It was a little bit wonky. Like, girl, why didn't you move? But let me stop. But her death scene, it hit. It was, her dying was a bit prolonged, in the same way as Peter's. And I wonder if that was a callback, because remember when Peter died in Infinity War, it took him like forever to die. And it was the same way with Aunt May, and both times it hit. So I can't believe they killed her. And then just to see Peter so distraught and just drained of life. It was great. It was great. It was just such a good fucking movie. It was just such a good movie. I love the way the villains came into the film. It felt really organic. I love how they didn't, do it at like the two Spider-Men who came in through Doctor Strange's portal. They were thrusted into an unusual environment and they wreaked havoc, as they should. And it was great. Electro's intro scene, come on. Doc Ock, come on. The standouts of the Rogue Gallery for me were absolutely Electro and Goblin. Easy. Jamie Foxx, first of all, his look, yes. I love the new kind of suit that he had with the arc reactor. And then when he used his powers, it almost looked like they gave him that classic look. If you visualize, because I'm not putting pictures, but if you visualize Electro's classic mask, like that's what it looked like when he used his powers. It was so awesome. Holy shit. And his quips, his jokes, when they first meet him and they're talking and he's just standing there naked, he's like, so we're not going to talk about how I'm just here butt ass naked. Like, it was so funny. All his jokes, they hit at the right moment. It was great writing. And then Goblin, him still dealing with his personality, his dual personality, and we have the weak, timid Norman, and then the diabolical, just insane Goblin. It was great. I mean, as soon as he stepped on screen, I was like, Peter, do not trust this man. Do not let him help you. Don't let him get close to your stuff. And then, of course, he did. And I was like, you killed Aunt May. And I don't know, the way he killed Aunt May, it felt like almost pseudo revenge, because Tobey Spider-Man killed him and took him away from his son in the first movie. So I guess, by killing Aunt May, this was his way of getting revenge just against another Peter. And he was breaking Peter. Sorry, had an unexpected guest. But oh my god, who else was there? Lizard. He was cool. He was really just there to make Spider-Man's life just a little bit more difficult. And I absolutely loved it. Like the fact that he was just in the truck, just chilling, no big deal. Which, first of all, Peter, why would you leave him in the truck? Just unattended. Like, really? You didn't have no one down there watching him? And as soon as shit went haywire, Lizard said, all right, I'm gonna go put my little touch on this, and just wrecked Peter. And it was great. I love the design. I've always liked that design for Lizard. I don't know, it's just friggin' creepy. Oh, it scares the daylights out of me. Oh, I love it. I do. Who's next? Sandman. He was cool. He wasn't utilized as much as I thought he would be. But him kind of being conflicted, and you get to understand like why he's trying to stop Peter and, you know, get that box. He just wants to see his kid. So I kind of like that. Who else was there? Doc Ock. I didn't expect him to be a good guy. Like, I know he was cured, but I didn't expect him to go that route where he literally helped out the team at the end of the movie. And it was really nice. What else? Okay. Spidey and MJ. Yo. I have said some things about their relationship. I was not a fan of how they were developing them from the first movie to Far From Home, because we literally went from Peter not acknowledging her to full-blown crush, full-blown feelings. You know, I want to do all this extra shit to get MJ's attention and whatever. Ugh. But in this movie, I don't know if the writing had a boost. I don't know what it was, but they did their thing in developing their relationship and making me care and feeling invested in where they go as a couple. They were very affectionate towards one another, very loving, which is what I have been wanting to see with these MCU couples. Like the longing glances, the handhold, just little caring touches. Like that's what makes a couple really just stand out, outside of, you know, fantastic writing. And I actually cared, like when she was getting, you know, when she was sad that she wouldn't remember Peter again. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Their final scene, that final kiss. Okay, you know, Tom and Zendaya were going all in, because as they should, they're dating. So the chemistry was kind of on fire, I would say. I thought it was pretty good. But now with this clean slate, if they just keep building on what they did in this movie and they start fresh with MJ, I am so here for it. And even they started to do it a little bit when Peter went to the coffee shop or the bakery, wherever Michelle works. And they had their first little interaction. It was cute. It was nice. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And, you know, wherever they decide to go from there, as long as they do what they did in this movie and build upon it, you have my support. Okay, you have my support. It's so insane to me that this movie is literally just this huge roundabout. It's like a huge loop. Like, we started with this friggin' box, and Peter, you know, sort of wanted to use it so everyone forgets who he is except for certain people. Then at the end, he uses the box so everyone forgets who he is, and it's just like, oh, all that shit didn't need to happen. But I'm glad that it did. Oh man, it's just so fun seeing all three Spider-Man just talking with one another so casually, talking about their shared tragedies with Uncle Ben, who Tom Holland never mentions Uncle Ben by name ever. There's this scene where they're discussing Uncle Ben and his death, and Tom, he doesn't respond. He doesn't allude to Uncle Ben like at all. At all. It's so bizarre to me, like that he's just so disconnected from Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I still can't get used to it, but I'm sorry for the noise in the back. My family. Who else? What else? Oh, geez. Oh, so let's talk about the post-credit scene. So, post-credit scene. We have mid-credit scene. Mid-credit scene, Venom. Like, what are we gonna do with that? And then he left some symbiote behind. Like, where are we going with this? What are we doing? Are we gonna get a black suit Spider-Man? Are we gonna get Venom in the MCU verse? What are we doing? Like, come on. Okay, and then family. Sorry. Post-credit scene. We have a teaser at the multiverse with Doctor Strange and Wanda, and they look great. I'm excited. Yeah. What else? Is there anything else? Oh my god, the web slinging. Woo! The web slinging was so fluid. Oh my god, it was so fluid and amazing. He was just woo woo. He was like a swan. He was just, oh, it was great. It was great. It was great. It was so effortless. You could see it. Oh my god, the evolution of his web slinging. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it. This movie's just insane. It's bonkers, but it's really good. It is a solid, solid film. I am so proud of Peter slash Spider-Man's development. I'm so glad they went this direction. I'm so glad. I'm so happy he's at this space now. And I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I don't know what's up next, but I'm so excited. Oh man, guys, go watch it. It's so good. That's it for my spoiler talk. I know I left out things. If you want to mention anything else, please feel free to let me know. But otherwise, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I will catch you with Hawkeye Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. So, see you then. Bye.